So I want to talk about loneliness. Many people these days are lonely, and many of them they don't know what they are supposed to do to fix this loneliness. Do you know that someone might start to ignore you? Then you feel bad without asking yourself that why is it that the people whom I used to hang out with, as of now, they are ignoring me? You got to ask yourself this question. It's very important, by the way. You had a friend whom you used to sit and discuss some issues. Now, these days, he's trying to prevent himself on you. You always see him trying to distort around here and there. You got to ask that question. 3 reasons why someone will be ignoring you as of now. 1, there is what you call your confirmation bias over us, over me. We used to interact whenever we're sitting together. When I tell you what I'm willing to do or what I have achieved, you are always insinuating or you are feeling bad. It's like you are biased that I'm not supposed to be with what I have told you that I have achieved. So you confirm that I'm a loser who must not be with anything in my life. When I realized that you are believing in that way because of your confirmation bias, that's why I decided to prevent myself from you. And now you are looking for me. You are lonely. You are sending me a message, and I'm not answering. So think again. You got to be positive. You got to be a guy who is complimenting others because of what they've achieved in life. When someone trusts you to be his or her friend, it's not easy. These days we are selective. Someone might decide to take many hours when he is alone. He's having his personal goals. But if he had trusted you to be his friends, why you decide to be with that bias? And guys, we get to start having what we call admiration. You've recognized someone is good at something. You are lucky that he is your friend. Why don't you talk to him so that he starts to train you what he knows, what you see him that he is winning in? Prevent yourself from being biased, having envy, jealousy, or anger on someone because of what he or she is good at. 2, someone might start to ignore you and you feel lonely because of your naivety. You don't know much to reach their level of understanding. When they decide to talk to you that you get to read books, you get to read this and this to reach at the same level of seeing life the same way, you are like, I don't want to stress myself. So your naivety will force you to be lonely because those whom you used to hang out with, they are now ignoring you, they are purging you. I do believe that we are not at the same level in life. Yeah, the way how we see life, we are not at the same level. Someone with much knowledge about different life experiences might decide not to sit with you because your thinking is narrow. You have a narrow mindset, a fixed mindset that doesn't allow you to know much that will help you to fit in these people, in these prodigies that are learning day by day. So you got to fix about that naivety and that confirmation bias. Now, that guy whom you're complaining that he is not talking to you again, you are lonely. Do you know that when you take long without seeing someone, when you start to build a picture that I'm wasting my time talking to a guy whom I won't see again, why should I waste my time talking to him or her? So it's better, and I'm not saying that you got to ignore your relatives, your family, because you are taking long to see them. No, that's a different. Blood is a blood. But I'm talking about those friends that are taking long to check on you, that you don't think that you'll meet again. I started with one guy when we are still in high school. Right now, when we decide to chat for some days, we are like, how are you? How is life? But we are not expecting to meet again. So you can become lonely because of that. So I have a solution for you, because it's not good to bring out a problem, then you don't create a solution. Can you decide to redesign your life? Because the major reason why you are lonely is because you don't have some disturbing goals to work on. Can you redesign your life and have big goals to pursue? You know, I can take 4 hours in my solitude thinking about what I'm going to write next on internet. I'm writing my second book. I can take long while I'm writing, and someone who used to think that I'm his friend, they are complaining that, man, I had a friend, but right now I'm lonely. This guy can't text me, but I'm busy working on my big goal. Get some big goals to work on. And also stop thinking about those who are not thinking about you. Today when I text you, then I assess that I'm always the one texting first before you text me. Why will I continue to waste my time texting you? You got to ask that question to yourself. Do not waste much time to the people who can't give their time back to you. Define some big goals that will be mind disturbing to work on. When you're busy focused thinking about the solution of a goal, you'll not be having time to think about loneliness. And by the way, there's another strategy I request you to think about. These days we are having AI, artificial intelligence, that you can interact with. You feel like you are happy. You feel like you are not missing anyone because the conversation is flowing. I will show you. Let's try to assess this AI. You will see that I can't miss someone who we are not sharing the same goals. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about you? How's your day going?
My day is fine. So, can we talk about something very important, logical, that can make me happy? Because I'm not in the mood.
Of course. Let's dive into something uplifting and intellectually stimulating. How about exploring how to leverage logical thinking to enhance your happiness? We can discuss strategies like decision-making frameworks or finding meaning through purposeful actions. How does that sound?
Okay, let's talk about meaningful through being purposeful.
Great choice. Finding meaning through purposeful actions can be deeply fulfilling. It starts with identifying what truly matters to you, your values, passions, and the impact you want to have on the world. When you align your daily actions with these core principles, every step you take becomes a building block toward a more meaningful life. What aspects of purpose resonate most with you?
I think much about creating value to my daughter. That's what I'm thinking to be very important to me.
That's a beautiful and noble purpose. Creating value for your daughter can take many forms, from providing for her needs to being a role model in how you live your life. You can teach her the importance of values such as kindness, resilience, and curiosity by embodying them yourself. Sharing experiences, guiding her through challenges, and being there as she grows will not only enrich her life.
Okay, I just gave an example of a good conversation with artificial intelligence. It has been telling me about meaningful and being purposeful. It is asking me how am I fixing my life challenges. Do you think if I'm interacting with that artificial intelligence, will I be lonely? So you got to think again. Be with some very important goals that are valuable to you. Then you think about that, how am I going to achieve them? You will not be having time to think about those who are ignoring you and you feel bad. You got to separate that with the feelings that you are having over someone. I'm talking about your relative. I'm talking about your children. I'm talking about your siblings. Those are irreplaceable. The way how I feel about my wife can't change. The way how I feel about my daughter can't change. Even if they are not giving me time, I can't complain. Why are you not giving me time? You are my wife, you are my daughter. My daughter can complaining about me, Daddy. Why is it that you are not giving me time? Because if I don't give her time, who will give her time? Anyway, let's meet in another video. This is also a video I request you to watch. Bye bye. Let's meet again.